Leonardo da Vinci, who is one of the three greatest masters of the Italian Renaissance. His masterpiece Mona Lisa is the most famous piece. His painting reflects the people's aesthetic concept and pursuit of female beauty during the Renaissance. At the same time, Leonardo da Vinci has many other paintings that are also very good, showing his superb artistic attainments such as Lady with an Ermine that we are going to paint today. In some ways, Lady with an Ermine is a more precious work than Mona Lisa. Da Vinci's painting was created in the 16th century, but related records were not discovered until the 18th century. But once discovered, people know its extraordinary value. The beautiful woman in the painting Lady with an Ermine is named Cecilia Galeriani. When Leonardo made this painting, Cecilia was about 16 years old. She was the most favorite lover of the Duke of Milan. The Duke of Milan is a friend of Leonardo and the sponsor of his paintings. It was in Milan that Leonardo completed several of his most important portraits, including Mona Lisa, and the women in the painting are all related to the Duke of Milan, one of which is this Lady with an Ermine. It was also because of this painting that the 30-year-old Leonardo became a famous genius painter at that time. The heroine of this painting, Cecilia, is from a good family. Although her father is not a nobleman, he holds a position in the court of Milan, and Cecilia's mother is a famous doctor of forensic medicine. Cecilia has been known for her rich connotation and beauty since she was a child, and is known as beautiful as a flower. She also has other identities, such as Duke's favorite mistress, poet, linguist, and musician. Da Vinci's portrait did not use the traditional profile portrait at the time, but a three-quarter perspective. Although her body turned to the right, her face turned to the left, as if she heard someone talking and turned sideways. Da Vinci used the posture to show dynamics and perfectly balanced the picture. At the same time, the character's facial expressions are gentle, bathed in light. Da Vinci's brushes captured these two fascinating features vividly, and successfully made the woman in the painting exude a statue-like noble and dignified temperament. The picture of Lady with an Ermine is very detailed. In the picture, Cecilia wears a black pearl necklace on her neck, which makes her neck look more slender. On top of her head is a tulle with gold thread and black hairband. Her hair is split in the middle so that hair on both sides are close to the cheeks, and the hair was tied into a ponytail at the back. All the details are drawn in regard to the nails joined on her hands and the wrinkled skin around the joints. The dark blue on her clothes was the most precious pigment at the time, extracted from a very rare mineral. An ermine snuggled in her arms. The ermine's fur in the painting is bright, full of vigor, and the image is vivid. Ermines are petite, quick-acting and ferocious. They kill prey by biting their necks. They are said to perform snake dance to confuse victims who are larger than themselves. Look at the ermine in this painting, resting quietly in the relaxed arms of its owner, although still maintaining a high degree of vigilance. Its left paw lifts it high like a beast in heraldic pattern. In folk tales, the white ermine is a symbol of purity, because people think it would rather die than be tarnished by its white fur. At the same time, it symbolizes pregnancy. Historians analyze that Cecilia was pregnant with Duke's child. It also represents the heroine Cecilia. Because the Greek sable Gili is very close to Cecilia's surname Gallieni, this method of using homophony can often be seen in works of Renaissance art. In the end, it represents the Duke. The family coat of arms of Duke of Milan is the ermine. The Duke was appointed as the ermine by the King of Naples in 1488, and he also has the title of Silver Rat. So it can be said that this plump and round ermine perfectly interprets Leonardo's words. The whitest place in this painting is as precious as a gem. Everything in the painting, the costume, the jewelry, and the ermine belonged to the Duke, including this woman. She was the happiest appearance at that time. In the second year after the painting was completed, Cecilia gave birth to a child, but the Duke married someone else, so she left elegantly, only took away this painting. Modern critics believe that another reason why this painting is so attractive to the audiences is that there are inexplicable hints in the painting. Love and being loved, animal and woman, woman and the Duke, and the painter of this complex relationship. She is a mistress, not a legal wife. She is a predator but also prey, just as the animal in her arms is also hers and Duke's pet. And the painter Leonardo da Vinci, because of Duke's patronage, has to succumb to the Duke's wishes. Is he not the prey of the Duke? Therefore, Lady with an Ermine is more precious work than Mona Lisa. Finally, I'll tell you an interesting story about this painting. After Lady with an Ermine was examined by X-ray and infrared light by a French scientist, it was found that Cecilia's hands were repeatedly modified. You can see Lady with Ermine at the beginning, her hands were empty. Later, Da Vinci added a grey ermine, and finally changed it to white. Therefore, Da Vinci drew 3 versions of Lady with an Ermine.